One of the things I love most about what I do is that I get to travel to teach. I've been to many places all around the country, but there's one thing common sa lahat ng estudyante ko. That is their eagerness to learn. And I can say that in the past 3 years, all of those smiles that I see when they learn something new, that keeps me going.
Hi everyone! Hi everyone! Hi everyone! Hi everyone! Meet Team Laika Manila. Team Laika Baguio, nanginginig pa. Meet Team Laika Davao. Tike. Tacloban. Pampanga. Hi everyone! Meet Team Laika NKI. SN1. PNPA. DSWD NCR. Hi everyone! Meet Team Laika Iloilo.
Kaya when you face your battle this Sunday, remember that I'm proud of you and I'm always praying for you. Aja Aja team, I know you can do it. Kaya niyo yan.
Kakawi na namin, nabili na natin yung materials for the kids sa Batangas. Pupunta natin ng Wednesday. So ito sila. Ito yung mga powder. Ano natin? Ito yung sa boys. Dito kasi kahiyan. Ito yung mga tie. Neck tie for the boys. Be, hindi sa'yo to, Be. Dito sa'yo. Be, hindi yan sa'yo, Be. Sine-check niya daw kung may bomba. Very good. Wala? Safe, Be, safe. Safe. Ayan, so kasama ko si Madam. Punta na tayo dun sa Laurel mismo. We're going to meet someone from World Vision. Sila yung sasama sa atin. Hi guys. Kamusta? Alright, so I'm just looking at yung mga online ngayon. We have 17 people right now. I know some people kasi merong pasok today, kaya hindi sila makakasali sa atin. But again, if you're one of those people na baka maputol yung connection ninyo or you have to leave early, that's okay kasi you'll have access to all of this naman later kapag na-post na siya. Okay? So kaway-kaway muna sa lahat. Let me just look through your messages. So Israel is from Cebu. So meron na tayong from Cebu. Meron tayong from Quezon City pala ayan, si Michelle. Tapos we have someone from Lanao del Norte, si Lori Boy. Kamusta? And yeah, so kung hey fat choy, sabi ni Israel. So, kung hey fat choy sa inyong lahat din, happy Chinese New Year. At maraming salamat sa ating mga Chinese na mga Chinoy sa Pilipinas kasi meron tayong holiday ngayon. Which is one of the good parts actually of you taking the test ng March kasi meron tayong a few holidays. Sa August, it's going to be challenging for them kasi I think from June 12 yung pinaka-araw ng kalayaan, wala nang holiday halos hanggang August. So, mahirapan sila maghanap ng mga ganitong klaseng mga days na libre lahat. So, let's make the most out of it. I read may nag-half day daw. Sino yun? May nakita ko kanina eh. Half day daw for this. So again, we'll have a few hours together, internet connection permitting. If in case mapuputol yung internet connection, I'll just restart the stream, so don't leave. If ever mapuputol talaga siya at hindi siya makapag-connect, we'll put a pin kung saan tayo natapos, tapos we'll do it again next time that we can go online. Okay, ganun na lang yung pinaka-dynamics natin. Kaya huwag kayo ma-pressure. Again, ang i-discuss natin today are just the topics na kino-cover namin usually sa live review. Pero since hindi nag-workout yung live stream, while I was teaching yung batch 1 last week, gagawin lang natin siyang online. So parang ladaanan natin yon. So ganito gagawin natin. Since the topics that I'm going to talk to you about naman today are ones that we already covered in the online review program, idadagdag ko lang i-emphasize ko lang ibang mga parts doon na hindi ko pa nasama doon sa discussion that I posted with your online learning experience. Okay? So again, may mga maliliit lang akong advice na hindi ko na mention pa doon sa mga recorded na lessons. So ipo-point out ko lang sa inyo yung mga yon. So it's basically parang a repeat of some of the lessons plus some additional key points. Ganun na gagawin natin. Okay? So can you hear me pala properly? All right? Okay? Kasi we'll start in a bit. Okay, so again, parang same thing as before, we're going to have um yung camera dito sa ano, pero yung screen talaga yung kailangan ninyong makita. All right? Sige, parang ayan, naririnig naman daw sabi ni Israel. Sige, let's do it. Okay. Hold on, let me just switch gears. Alright, ito meron na. Meron na ba? Hello? Okay na? Can you hear me? Yeah. Yan ang mga struggles talaga pag if you're doing this live by yourself. Okay na. All right. Great. So we can start. So numerical reasoning tayo. Again, we're going to go through the topics that I already covered in your package dun sa online learning experience. Pero dadaanan natin some of the points na hindi ko na mention doon. Okay? So start tayo chunking. 'Di ba, may exercise tayo dito. Meron na tayong entire discussion dito. So hindi na natin pagtutuunan ng masyadong pansin 'to. It's the same concept as before. So again, in order for you to do para mental math, it's best if you think of yung pinaka-threshold numbers niya. So ibig sabihin, pag tens, madaling i-add, madaling multiply, madaling i-deal with, pupuin mo lang yung mga 10 or yung mga numbers that you're familiar with. Okay? So again, same thing naman as before. Hindi ko na to aanuhin kasi na-discuss na natin to dun sa video, na-discuss na natin dun sa exercise. So again, just a quick little reminder, guys. If you notice when you ask for yung solution kapag nagpo-post kayo na sa ating sa group, I always say parang patingin ng solution ninyo. Ang reason for that is kasi wait lang, mahina daw yung audio. Tingnan natin. Hold on, let me just change my settings right here. Hopefully. Alright? Mas okay na ba? Mas malakas na ba? Is it better? Medyo mahina daw yung audio. Okay na ba? Mas better na? Mas malakas na? Just turn yung volume up na lang kasi medyo mahina yung pick up pag mas static kasi kapag masyadong malakas or masyadong malapit sa bibig. Alright. So again, we discussed this part. Okay na daw, sabi ni Marika. Di ba binubuo lang yung numbers? Okay, now this part is what I didn't discuss doon sa video before. Yung chunking at saka subtraction. Subtraction ng problema, Alright. Sorry. Okay, game. Napuputol can you hear me? Alright. So, atong chunking and subtraction, I wasn't able to discuss this with you guys kasi hindi ko nakita yung need for it before when I was recording the first lesson. So, ngayon, ito, i-discuss natin. Okay? Hopefully, this could help you guys out. Okay? So, dali medyo yung screen ko Yan. Alright. So, itong part right here, anong gagawin natin when we deal with subtraction? Ito yung suggestion ko sa inyo. Again, suggestion lang. If you're already fast when it comes to using the traditional method, ibig sabihin mabilis naman kayo borrow, okay lang din if you don't use it. You don't need to. Pero baka sakali lang makatulong. Okay? Kasi this is how I kind of estimate kung ano yung sagot. Okay? Without dealing with everything doon sa sitwasyon. Okay? So, itong 100 minus 39, instead of doing this, okay, yung parang 100, lapit natin, minus 39, instead of doing this, okay, which would force you na mag-borrow, di ba, mag-carry ka, ang ginagawa ko is, itong mina-minus ko na number, binubuo ko na siya agad. So, 40 na agad siya. Okay? Bakit? Kasi it's always easier to subtract tens, okay, kesa dun sa may butal. So, again, anong ginagawa ko? Binubuo ko lang siya. Bubuin ko lang. So, 40 na lang. 100 minus 40. That would give me 60. Okay? 60 agad. Kaya lang, dahil di ba may sobra naman dito kasi this is technically plus 1. 39 plus 1 para maging 40. So, yung 60, kulang pa yan. Dadagdag ko dito yung plus 1. So, the answer is 61. Okay? So, again, all of this happens sa isip. Hopefully, that would save you time. Okay? So, try natin dito sa 123 minus 47. Same concept. Okay? Ginagawa ko, again, itatabi ko muna yung 3. 120 muna sa utak, okay? Yung 47, gagawin kong, this is going to be minus 50 instead, okay? Kasi yung 50, madaling i-mental. Okay. Now, para maging 50 plus 3 uli yan, right? So, gagawin ko na lang, 120 minus 50. Alam ko kasi yun, mabilis, 70 yun eh. Tapos ngayon, idadagdag ko ngayon yung dalawang plus 3. So, magiging 76. Okay? And if you notice, kung ilolong cut ko siya, 123 minus 47, this will be 6. Okay? Tapos, makakancel to, magiging 1, 11 na lang. 76. So, again, same lang din yung answer. Okay? Now, again, you don't need to do it necessarily. Pero, you can parang try out kung ano yung mas nag-work out for you. Now, ang problem kasi, honestly, I have a bunch more of techniques that I use when I take tests for different problems. I use different techniques. Ang problema ko is striking the balance between kung ano yung makakatulong at ano yung magiging masyadong komplikado for other people. Kasi sometimes I get people who complain na parang, bakit parang mas mabagal pa nga yan kaysa kung nilongkat ko na lang. Yung mga ganon. So, hindi ko alam yung balance doon. I'm just offering this up sa inyo just in case it could help. Kasi when it comes to estimation, maganda if sanay kayong magganito, mag-manipulate ng numbers. So, siguro ang pinaka-point dito is just be creative when you're dealing with numbers. Be creative kung ano yung ginagawa ninyo, kung ano yung mga pwede nyong gawin to make it easier, to make it faster for you to understand. Okay? Now, let me just change yung position ng aking screen kasi medyo putol yata siya from the preview that I see right here. Yeah, putol siya. Let me just change that. Alright, tingnan natin if this works out. Now, let's try this number, ha? Itong 695 minus 208. So, it's a bigger number. Okay? And if you think about it, parang, okay, mas mahihirapan ako kasi yung 8, di ba, i-carry ko pa na naman yung 8. Ano ko naman, babaguhin ko na naman yan, ayusin ko na naman yan. So, it can get a little trickier for you guys. So, what we could do would be, yan, lang. What we could do would be to just trim yung fat dito. So, what I usually do when I encounter this is, right away, iniisip ko, yung 600 minus 200, 695 minus 208, tatablan ba yung hundreds? Okay? Anong ibig sabihin tatablan ba yung hundreds? Mababago ba yung, mababawasan ba to? Magiging, may chance ba siya na mas ma-borrow hanggang sa hundreds. Now, if you look at here, etong numbers na ito, yung 600 actually, pwede mong buuin siya, tsaka yung 200. Now, bakit? Kasi yung 95, di ba? Ang 95 is still greater than 8. Ibig sabihin, again, we can subtract 8 from 95 nang hindi magagalaw yung 6. Okay? So, what does that tell me? Right away, alam ko, the answer should start with 4. 400 agad. Bakit? Kasi hindi naman kailangan problemahin to. Kasi yung 8 kasya sa 95. Ibig sabihin, parang hindi ko kailangan, isipin niyo siya na parang pera. Okay? Parang pera, yung bills, right? Meron kang 500 peso bill. Okay? Kunyari lang ha. Tapos meron kang 100 peso bill. Tapos meron kang 95 na kunyari isang 50, dalawang 20. Okay? Tapos meron kang 5 pesos. Okay? So, laki pa yung barya kaysa sa buo. Anyway, so, ganito yung concept niya ha. I just want to explain this to you just in case it could help. So, ito yung pera mo, right? Ang ibabawas mo is 208. So, kung babawasan ko siya ng 8, kakasya naman yung 8 na kunin ko dito. So, ibig sabihin, hindi ko na siya kailangan galawin. Ito. So, yung 200 na yan, kukunin ko ngayon sa 600, which will give me 400 agad. Tapos, ito na lang ang natitira kong poproblemahin. 95 na lang minus 8. Yung 95 minus 8, hindi na masyadong malaking problema yan, di ba? 87 lang naman yun. So, my answer would be 487 without using yung carry-carry na method. Okay? So, again, yun yung pinaka-idea here na gusto kong i-take away ninyo, that you can get creative with the way that you solve problems. Na it is possible na matulungan kayo nung parang a little bit of diskarte. Okay? When you're dealing with numbers. Bakit? Kasi lalakihan natin yung scale uli ha. So, ile-level up din natin siya uli. If you have something like this question, okay, hold on ha. Let me just change this. Yan, tinan lang natin. Sorry ha, kasi magka-crop kasi yung aking um, problems later. Kaya gusto ko siyang buuin sa screen. Yan, medyo mas better. Bakit ganun? Kita ba? Dapat hindi kasi maputol yung hindi maputol yung PowerPoint presentation. Baka hindi nyo makita. Sabagay, pwede na yan kahit na medyo putol. Nakikita naman, no? Let me just explain this away. So, this is a big number, right? We have the technique, yung last digit rule, right? I discussed this during week 1, last digit rule. Subtraction kasi to, di ba? Resulting number, if you take this number from this. So, ang pinaka talagang gagawin mo dyan is 762-83910 minus, tapos itatapat mo siya. So, what I do, usually when I take the test is, ititatapat ko na siya kung saan siya pwedeng itapat. Hindi ko na kailangang isulat ng buo para lang makatipid ako ng time. So, ganyan yung itsura ng problem mo, no? Now, ang problema dyan, yung last digits dito, pare-pareho, right? Up to the, ano ba tayo, pang ilan yan? Nakita nyo, napansin nyo yan. Sinadya ko yan. So, paano kung pare-pareho yung last digit? What do I do next? Now, you notice here, ang magkakaiba ay yung first 2 digits. Right? So, what does that tell me? Anong pwede kong gawin dito para ma-ensure ko na tama pa rin yung sagot ko kahit na hindi ko na-solve ng buo mula sa dulo? Okay, what can you do? Tingnan nyo, ito ha, tapat-tapatin lang natin siya. There. And I usually end here. Bakit? Kasi itong to, hindi na natin masyadong malaking problema yan kasi hihiramin lang naman natin yan dun sa kabila. And up to this point, nakita nyo to, 80,000 to, ito 28 or 30,000. So, kasya siya dyan. Again, hindi mo kailangan ng diskarte dyan. Okay? So, okay lang po sulatan ng questionnaire sa civil service. Yes. You can write on it. Yun ang pinaka-scratch paper na yung mismong booklet. Okay. So, ito yun. Ang ginagawa ko usually is I don't think about these anymore. Dito lang ako titingin. Now, if you see, 762 na lang minus 24. Hindi naman pwede na 6 yung lalabas na first digit kasi sobrang laki ng 700 para sa 24, which strikes these two away. Hindi na to pwedeng maging sagot. Ngayon, dalawa na lang. Now, yung 762 minus 24, hindi naman naabot siya sa 0, right? Kasi para maging 0 siya, dapat 60 something to. Plus, plus, plus. Or 50 plus, plus, plus kung sobrang liit. Ibig sabihin, no, this is also too small. So, my answer would be letter D. Again, it takes time to kind of train your brain to think that way. Pero kasi it will save you time sa exam. Kasi imagine niyo kung isusulat mo pa lahat, tas dito ka magsisimula mag-subtract. Pag namali ka pa ng tapat, mali ka pa. So again, 20 naman to. Alam natin yan. Babaro ka dito, 8. Okay, so 5. Tapos ito, magbabaro ka uli, 13 yan, 7. So 5 uli. So again, up to this point, wala ka pang nakukuha dun sa sagot. Right? Kasi pare-pareho pa sila. So yun yung pinaka-value nun. Kasi ito, lalabas lang yung sagot pagdating mo dito ngayon sa level na to. So, 2, 4, carry ka na naman dun 5. So, 8. So, again, pareho pa rin. So, dito ka palang magkakaroon ng sagot sa dulong-dulo. So, again, yun yung pinaka-value nung ganitong klaseng thinking. If you think in chunks na pwede mo tanggalin, hindi mo na kailangan i-solve hanggang dulo. Okay? So, I hope medyo may na-pick up kayo kahit na medyo convoluted yung technique ko. It's just something to save you time. Kasi again, kung iisa-isain mo, baka
baka mahirapan ka pa. So again, ang goal natin is for you to guess better. Hindi necessarily for you to get the perfect answer all the time. Pero kung makakasave yun ng time sa inyo, bakit naman hindi? Kasi yung time na yun, gagamitin natin for the other parts ng exam. Okay? Now, dito tayo sa last digit rule. I discussed this in your exercise, right? A few weeks ago. Nasa week 1 yata yung last digit rule, right? So, alam nyo na to. Hindi na natin dadaanan yung ganito. I just want you to focus on this part right here. Kasi ito, hindi ko to na-discuss with you guys. Wala yun dun sa video ninyo. So, I just want to show you another way that you can use the last digit rule. Which is, paano kapag meron kang mga radicals? Makakatulong ba siya? Now, honestly, okay, this could help. Kasi, ano bang ibig sabihin ng square root? Okay? Kapag nag-square root ka, ang ibig sabihin nun, whatever itong number na hinahanap mo, basically, dapat pag square mo siya, lalabas itong number na ito. Okay? Now, ano ba ibig sabihin pag square ko siya? Pag square ko siya, ang ibig sabihin nun, minumultiply ko siya by itself. So, for example, basically, 143 times 143, 156 times 156, 205 times 205, tapos 138 times 138. So, yan ang pinaka-ibig sabihin nun. Tapos, kung ano man dyan ang lalabas na ito. Now, instead of doing yung factoring natin, which would also give you the right answer, pero would be very time-consuming kasi ang laki ng number mo, what you could do would be just to look at the last digits. Okay? Now, kung titignan mo yung last digit, kung 143 ang sagot, ang 143 times 143, ang last digit niya ay 9 sa dulo. So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya pwedeng maging sagot. I hope you understand that, ha? Ulitin ko yon ha? Kung 143 ang sagot, pag sinware root ko ito, ang sagot dapat 143 times 143. Eh, ang 3 times 3 is 9. So, ibig sabihin, ang square ng 143, line dapat ang last digit. Kaya hindi na siya pwedeng maging sagot. So, hahanapin na natin ngayon kung sino lang sa options. Yung kapag minultiply mo siya sa sarili niya, ang last digit lalabas 4. Now, 6 times 6 is 36. So, last digit niya 6. So, hindi na siya pwede. 5 times 5 is 25. So, 5 din ang last digit niya. Hindi na siya pwede. Now, sino lang ang pwede dyan? Ang pwede lang dyan is D. Kasi 8 times 8 is 64. And 4 ang last digit niya. So, ibig sabihin, ito lang ang pwede, posibleng maging sagot. So, ang answer natin magiging D. Alright? Now, paano kung may option? For example, may letter E na option. Ang letter E option ay 262. Okay? Kunyari lang. Eh, ang 2, di ba? 262 times 2, times 262, ang last digit niyan 4 din. Right? Kasi, 2 times 2 is 4. So, again, may posibilidad yon. Sa ano lang naman, sa 4 lang yan naman. Okay? Kasi lahat naman na iba hindi naman nalalabas. Pero sa 4, paano kung sa 4? Again, you can use yung traditional method. You can use yung factoring natin na technique. Or just multiply itong numbers na to. So, 262 na lang times 262. Again, 4 na agad yung last digit. Now, what can I do next? 6 times 12, I'll just solve it until the second level. Okay, let me show you. Handa lang ha. Dito tayo sa gilid para mas makita ninyo. 262 times 262. So ito 4. 6 times 2 is 12. 2, 1. Hindi ko na kailangan isolve hanggang dulo kasi 2 digits lang yung kailangan ko. Okay, last 2 digits lang. Kailangan lang ma-check ko kung lalabas yung 2 times, yung 44 sa dulo. Okay? So, 6 times, ito na, 6 times 2 is 12. Okay? Nako, 4 din siya. Kung ganon, pwede mo nang isolve yung hanggang third level. So, 262 times 2, 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1, that is 5. Tapos, 2 times 2 is 4 is 9. So again, hindi na siya pwedeng maging 0 dito. So dito uli ako babalik sa D. So again, I'm just giving you freedom to use, parang i-combine nyo lang lahat ng mga techniques that you learned, chunking, last digit rule, discarte, elimination, all of these gagamitin natin to come up to with the answer really fast. Kasi if you don't do that, you'll start with 2, tapos 'di ba 9, 5, 2, 2. Medyo matagal eh. Okay? You'll get there. You'll get to the right answer. Pero medyo matagal. So again, anything to save time, yun yung pinag-uusapan natin today. Okay? Now, if it's a little too complicated for you, you can always go back to whatever is comfortable. Okay? So just ano yan, parang sample lang for you guys kasi I want you to be more creative when solving math problems. Nakakatawa, no? Kasi when we talk about math, some people think, ay, iba ang math sa arts. Pero in fact, if you want to be really good at math, you have to be pretty open to being creative din. So, dapat medyo artistic kayo rin sa pagsagot ng mga tanong. Sige, I'll give you a problem, okay? Just so you can try your hand. Let me just switch my screen really fast. Okay. So, ano muna, parang wee break. Dadagdagan ko lang yung tanong. Let's try a different set para ma-practice ninyo kung tama kayo. Kung nakuha nyo yung method ko when it comes to square roots. Okay. Lagyan natin ng, lagyan natin ng patugtog para may onti na. Alright. Sige, subukan natin. Andali lang. Alright. Yan. Let's see how fast you can get this. Sige, type nyo yung sagot ninyo sa chat box ha. Tayo-tayo lang naman to. So, lagay nyo lang dyan para lang makita ko if you're getting the technique. Okay? Sabi ni Mads, C. Clarissa also says C. Tingnan natin yung iba. Again, huwag kayo mahihiya. You can participate all you want. Tayo-tayo lang yun nandito. So, lahat lang na nasa online review group, hindi kasama lahat. So, that would be fun. Alright, C. Anyone else? Okay, now the next question is this. Okay, and I want you to participate. Bakit C? Bakit C? Alright, let me know. Okay, now why am I asking you guys? Kasi I want you to I want to make sure that you really got the idea. Okay? So bakit siya C? Bakit hindi iba? Yan. Okay, great. So sabi ni Mary Lisa Balansag kasi po 9 times 9 is 81. Perfect. Yes. 9 times 1 kasi is 81. So again, yung last digit rule also can help you here. Bakit? Kasi kung 674 times 674, 4 times 4 is 16. 6 dapat. Ito, 7 times 7 is 49. So, 9 dapat. 9 times 9, 81. So, check tayo dyan. 2 times 2 is 4. So, since C lang ang pwede, the answer becomes C. Again, just by looking at it. So, hopefully, sa exam, kahit pa paano makatulong din sa inyo. Now, paano kung cube root? Honestly, cube root, the concept is still the same. Okay, for example, kunyari lang, if you get, kunyari, number like this, di ba? Kunyari, blah, blah, blah. Tapos, ang dulong number niya ay, for example, 8. Tapos, yung last digit ng mga options mo, you have 1, you have 3, you have 5, and then you have 2. Kunyari lang ha. Yan ang last digits nila. Now, what do I do? Cube root. So, 3 ang nakalagay. Okay? Instead of, ifa-factor ko, tapos to find ko ano yung mga trio, mumultiply ko na lang, i-cube ko na lang yung last digit. So, 1 times 1 times 1 is still 1. So, hindi. Hindi to pwede. 3 times 3 is 9 times 3 is 27. So, 7, hindi rin siya pwede kasi 8 ang hinahanap natin. 5 times 5 is 25. Times 5, 5 times 5, 25 pa rin. So, again, 5 pa rin ang last digit. No? Ito, 2 times 2 is 4. Times 2 is 8. So, the answer would be D. Okay? So, again, hopefully, that could help you. Kasi minsan sa exam, may ganitong klaseng tanong, nauubos ang time. Kaya ang pagpe-pray natin, hopefully, kung may lalabas mang ganitong klaseng tanong, or cube root, or kahit, di ba, 4 pa yan, or 8, Basta ang last digit ng mga options ay magkakaiba. Buhay ang pag-asa natin na hindi na natin kailangan i-solve ng long cut. Okay? So, yun yung gusto ko i-point out sa inyo. I hope do you understand what I'm trying to explain? Hopefully, hindi masyadong convoluted for you guys. But that's the idea. Okay? Now, let's move along. O, ito. Subukan natin. Para lang sure. Let's see how fast you can get this. Okay, great. So, really fast. May sagot na si Mads A. Mary says A. Very good. A. A. Richard, very good. Clarissa A. Very good. So again, A, bakit? Kasi 5 times 5 is 25. So 5 ang last digit nun. So, yun yung pinaka-idea nun. Again, just look at the last digits nung options. Okay? 5 times 5 is 25. So, pwede siya maging sagot. 2 times 2, 4. Hindi pwede. 4 times 4, 16. So, 6 yun. Hindi pwede. 9 times 9 is 81. So, hindi rin siya pwede. Bagsak mo, A. So, that's how fast you can kind of estimate or guesstimate or hypothesize kung ano yung sagot if you know what you're looking for. That's what I want you to take away from this part. Okay? Now, dito sa LDR, again, may discussion naman tayo nito. Now, just to review, if you got the concept already, let me watch you try this question out. Okay? Subukan nyo lang to. Sagutin. I'll see how fast you get it. Yan, hindi naman putol yung tanong. Dito nagsa-start yung tanong. So, hindi ka naman kailangan yung kabilang side. Yan. Tapos this is A, B, C, D. Tingnan natin how fast you can get it. Okay, so sabi ni Richard C. We have John who says A, Israel says A. Yan, tingnan natin. Now, this is the part where I remind you na very important yung integers. Okay? Kung medyo hirap pa kayo dito, balik-balikan niyo yung quiz. Kasi when it comes to adding integers, multiplying integers, kapag hindi kayo solid dito, up until higher math, up until algebra, you're going to have a hard time. So it's very important for you to be solid when it comes to integers. Alright? Okay. So, tingnan natin to. Sabi natin, di ba, ang tinahanap natin yung hindi na magbabago. Now, yung A, cube, hindi na yan magbabago kasi ito A squared naman ang lalabas dyan. So, we're looking for something with an A cube. Which means ang B, hindi na siya pwedeng sagot. So, if na-eliminate nyo to, just by looking at it, that's a good thing. Okay? Tapos ito, we have these two numbers. Now, dahil ito ang i-multiply, uunahin mo siya. So, negative 3 times positive 3, that is negative 9. Negative 2 times positive 7, that is negative 14. Dito na yan. Kaya I noticed some of you answered the A, some of you answered C. Sinadya ko yan kasi dito kayo nagkatalo sa integers. Negative 9 plus dapat, negative 14. So, ano yung sagot? The answer actually is letter C. Kasi you're adding two negative numbers. Kapag pareho ang sign, kokopyahin mo lang yung sign, tapos i-add mo yung pinaka-number. So, that is negative 23. Okay? Now, kailan siya magiging positive 5? Magiging positive 5 siya, honestly, kung ang nangyari is, you're subtracting this. Kung minus to, yon, pwede pa. So, again, just be careful with your integers. Negative 9 plus negative 14. Dahil pareho silang negative, that should be negative 23 sa dulo. Okay? So, doon na tayo, babalik-balik doon. Please be comfortable with your integers. Wala tayo masyadong work around dyan. Kasi parang, utang, dinagdagan mo ng isa pang utang. Syempre, mas marami ka ng utang ngayon. Ganun yung idea niya. Kaya lalaki siya. Negative 23 siya. Okay? So, just be careful. May mga nabiktima pa tayo. Kaya mag-ingat kayo sa ganyang klaseng tanong. Okay? Now, itong right here, paano kung division? I discussed this also in your free exercise. We're going to switch to dealing with remainders kasi alam ko yung iba sa inyo naguguluhan pa rin. From your comments at saka dun sa group din natin, I see you sometimes you would comment na di ko pa rin na-gets, coach. So I really want to emphasize this kasi you really need this for the exam. Okay? I can't stress this enough. You can expect to see some questions na ganito sa exam. Now, this is the same question that I use in my discussion. I'm not going to use this anymore. Let's find a new question. Okay? For example, ito. So, sounds familiar, right? We're talking about a class, a scenario na nasa school sila. So, sabi, if there are 825 students applying for a spot in an exclusive academy and each class should have 30 students, how many sections do they need to form? So, medyo putol lang yung ating preview dito. Sinan ko nga ulit kung may magagawa ako dyan. Yan, tingnan nga natin to. Ayaw. Alright, pwede na yan. Naiintindihan naman yung tanong, no? So again, this is basically going to be 825 divided by 30. Alright? Now, ang keywords here, and you may want to encircle it sa exam, are yung mga should. For example here, sabi, each class should have 30 students. Sa Tagalog, ano ba ang Tagalog ng should have? Kailangan daw 30 students. Pag sinabing should have 30 students, ibig sabihin hindi pwede no more, no less. Okay? This is very important. Kasi kung yan ay kulang ng 30, hindi siya pwede. Hindi mo rin siya pwedeng sobrahan ng 30. So, ito, meron ka ditong 2, 60. This will give you 2, 2, 5. Alright? So, we'll give you 7, 210. Meron ka remainder na 15 students. 27 classes na tigsa 30. Kaya lang, dahil should have 30 students, ibig sabihin, hindi pwedeng mas mababa, hindi pwedeng mas mataas. So, kailangan 27 lang. Yung 15, pasensyahan na lang. Okay? Aalis na sila. Kasi nakita ko some of you were commenting na parang, basta pag tao dapat round up. Hindi po ha, ulitin ko yun ha, hindi porket tao yung pinag-uusapan or estudyante yung pinag-uusapan ay i-round up. Huwag niyo hindi class yung magic word. Hindi ito. Ang magic word dito is should. Okay? Kasi kung dahil should siya, hindi pwedeng sobra, hindi pwedeng kulang, so hahanapin mo kung ilan lang yung buong 30. Kaya the answer becomes 27. Okay? Now, kung ang nakalagay dito ay each class, yan, sabihin natin, has a maximum. Okay? Or could have. Could, para mas distinct. Could have a maximum of 30 students. Kung maximum na hinahanap, magiging 28 na siya. Alright? So, again, bawal lang kabisote, bawal lang yung parang, okay, lagi ko nire-round up, lagi nire-round up. Hindi. Depende siya sa sitwasyon. Okay? So, again, kung should have, ibig sabihin hindi pwedeng mas mababa, hindi pwedeng mas mataas. Okay? The answer is 27. Kung could have a maximum, ibig sabihin maximum, 30, pwedeng 30, pwedeng lower. That's the time na magiging 28 na siya. Okay? So, hopefully na medyo mas malinaw yun for you guys. I just don't want you to take the test para magulat kayo na, sabi ni coach dapat round up. Hindi siya dapat round up. Dapat intindihin yung tanong. Depende po sa tanong kung round up siya o hindi. Okay? So, let's try one more. Right here. Ito may onti lang na parang dagdag dun sa tanong. Okay? I'll give you time. Alright? Post your answer sa comments ha kung may sagot na kayo para alam ko kung i-discuss ko na yung tamang sagot. Okay? Alright, do you have an answer? Anyone? Can you see the question? Parang wala pa yatang nagsasagot. Alright, so again ha, may 50 kilograms daw bawat sako. Bawat truck, 30 sacks, 30 sako yung kinakarga nila. Tapos yung farm daw ni Leia, 6,250 kilograms ang rice. So ilang trucks ang kailangan, alright? So sabi ni Clarissa, 4 trucks. Let's see. Yan, alright. So 50 kilograms per sack. So kung 30 na sako bawat truck, i-multiply ko lang to sa 30. Okay? So this is 1,500. 1,500 na kilograms ng bigas per truck. Okay? At dahil ang total niya ay 6,250, di-divide ko lang siya sa 1,500. Okay? Actually, you can guesstimate to eh. Diba? Kasi ang 15 is a threshold number. 15, 30, 30, pag dalawang 15. Okay? Eh, ang 60 ay dalawang 30. So, basically, alam ko apat yan. So, apat, 6,000. Sobra ako 0. Yan, 6,000. So, may natitirang 250 kilograms. Okay? So, again, dito na magkakatalo. Is it 4 trucks or 5 trucks? Balikan natin yung tanong. Sabi, they had 6,250 kilograms of rice harvested. How many trucks do they need to what? Move the rice out. Alright, mag-usap tayo uli. Kung i-move natin 6,250 kilograms ng rice, pwede ba akong mag-iwan? Pwede ba akong mag-iwan ng rice? Diba? Kung mag-iwan ako ng rice, sayang. Anong gagawin ko doon sa 250? Actually, the answer here should be 5 trucks. Letter A. Bakit? Kasi i-move mo lang naman yung rice. Okay? Hindi tinatanong how many full trucks. Hindi kailangan requirement na puno yung truck. Oh, yan. So, may mga naguguluhan pa tayo. So, again, Tagalogin yung tanong or i-translate nyo to your local language if you're naguguluhan. Tama si Ethel. The rest, medyo naguguluhan pa. Bakit? Kasi again, hindi mo pwedeng iwanan yung 250 na kilograms ng rice. Kasi, igagalaw mo lang naman, hindi mo na ibebenta. Kung ang tanong, how many truckloads? How many full truckloads will they be able to send out? Pag sabing full, ibig sabihin puno na yung truck, the answer becomes 4. Kasi again, tinatanong natin lagi, kailangan ba puno? Kailangan ba puno yung klase? Kailangan ba puno yung truck? Kailangan ba puno yung box? Kailangan ba lahat sila aalis o pwedeng may maiwan? Kung may pwedeng remainder, round down. Kung wala, sasama mo pa rin siya. Eh dahil dito, you just need to move the rice, hindi kailangan puno yung truck. So the answer becomes 5 trucks. Alright, now bakit ko sinasabi to sa inyo? This is very much like the question that I encountered when I took the test. Ganito yung tanong. Okay? Hindi eksakto yung numbers, pero ganito yung concept niya. Na merong dami ng bigas, kailangan ng truck. Ilan daw yung truck na kailangan. So be very careful. Again, dito nagkakatalo sa huling line. Bawal ang kabisote. You need to really process. Kailangan ba puno yung truck? Pwede bang hindi? Ano bang kailangan natin gawin? Alright? So medyo naguguluhan pa lahat, no? Try natin isa pa. Subukan natin to. Tapos you really need, ito ha, pag ganito yung tanong, you have to understand, you have to ask yourself, okay, galawin ko lang yung PowerPoint ko medyo para makita ninyo. Maigi. Yan. You have to be able to explain kung bakit yun ang sagot. Alright? Sige, let's take time for this. Alright? So medyo ganito rin yung tanong na I posted in your exercise. I just want you to be able to, parang basta bago ako makatulog siguro ngayong gabi, gusto ko makuha nyo talaga to kasi alam ko marami pa rin nung naguguluhan. So yeah, si John Clean 12, Mad says 11. So ganito, ha, ibabato ko ulit pabalik yung tanong, bakit 12? Bakit 11? You have to be able to explain this. Alright? So hintayin natin sumagot yung iba and then I'll discuss. Kasi honestly guys, sayang talaga if hindi nyo siya makukuha. Kasi sigurado yan meron ganyang klaseng tanong sa exam. Yung problema pa yung iba, hindi nila hindi nila mapansin, hindi nila napapansin na ganitong klase pala yung tanong. Akala nila, ay, ang dali naman itong tanong na to. Yun pala, kailangan palang intindihin ng maigi. Kaya you really have to know. Alright? Yan, nakita, sabi, dahil daw sa word na only, sabi maximum. Okay, sige. Very good. I-breakdown lang natin to. Sabi, 381 students and 24 teachers were to join a field trip. So, ibig sabihin, hindi pa yan final number, pagsasamahin ko pa siya. So, 381 plus 24. Now, we know our chunking, di ba? Pwede natin kunin to, ilipat doon. 25 na lang. So, this is basically 405. Okay? Now, yung 405 ngayon, i-divide ko ngayon pa sa 35 kasi yun yung maximum passenger load ng bus. Now, pag sinabing maximum, ibig sabihin 30 ang limit. Pwedeng lower. Pwedeng lower, hindi pwedeng sobra. Okay? So here you have 1, 30, 105. So you have 3. 70 pala. So 35 you have 1, 35. So here you have 5, 5. So 1, 1, 11, and 20. 11 remainder 20. Okay? Now, babalik na tayo dun sa tanong. Okay. Kung ang maximum daw na passenger load ay 35 people, ibig sabihin, puno na yung 11 buses, may natitira ka pang 20 na tao. Ngayon, hindi ko sila pwede idagdag doon. Tanong, pwede ko ba silang iwanan? Now, mahirap naman yun, di ba? Mag-field trip ka, may iwanan ka na 20 kasi hindi nila mapupuno yung bus. Hindi naman kailangan na 35 ang laman ng bus. Pwedeng less. So, ibig sabihin, the answer becomes 12. Okay, very good. Kasi ayan, sabi ni Richard, bawal mag-overload because of the word only. Okay? Only hire approved buses. Yes, exactly. Kasi wala naman na, hindi ka pwedeng mag-isip na, hindi, mag-jeep na lang yung 20. Hindi naman din pwede. Kasi kailangan puro bus ang gagamitin na ng lahat. Now, babaliin natin ng konti yung tanong. Kapag sinabi ko na the school can only hire approved buses with, sabihin natin, required passenger load of 35 people. Tanong, 11 na ba yan o 12 pa rin? It all boils down to ano ba ibig sabihin ng word na required. Okay? So what do you think? Is it going to be 11? Is it going to be 12? Ayan, 11 na daw. Sabi ni Mads, 11 na daw. Sabi ni Richard. Do you agree? Di naman siya trick question, guys. Medyo parang ganun yung dating. Pero yes, the answer is 11. Kasi kung required na passenger load of 35 people, ang ibig sabihin nun, okay, hindi pwede na mababa, hindi pwede na mataas. Required passenger load. So what you could think of would be this. Ibig sabihin ito yung klase ng bus na kailangan 35 kasi pag hindi, hindi na siya balanse. Okay? Hindi pwedeng kulang, hindi pwedeng sobra kasi required eh. Pag required, na passenger load niya 35, edi 35. So, hindi na pwedeng 12. The answer then would be 11. Now, anong gagawin ko sa 20? Problema na nila yan. Ang tinatanong, how many buses? Hindi ka kasi pwedeng mag-hire ng bus na mas mababa sa 35 ang sakay. So, hindi ko na pwedeng i-hire yung bus na pang 12 kasi hindi na siya mapupuno. So, now, kung anong gagawin nila doon sa 20, wala na, labas na tayo doon. Ang tinatanong sa question, how many buses? Now, ibig sabihin nun, sa practical sense, gagawin ko na lang ng paraan yung 20. Siguro mag-hire akong 2 van para sa kanila. Pero hindi na pwedeng bus. Kasi kailangan 35 dun sa bus para umandar siya. Okay? So, yun yung, again, gaano kaliit, nakita nyo kung gaano kaliit yung difference ng question. It takes just one word to change the entire answer. That's why you really have to understand this concept. You really have to be careful sa exam. Ang tendency kasi ng tao is kukunin nila yung numbers lang tapos isosolve lang nila without reading the entire question. Make sure that you read the entire question para sure kayo kung ano yung sagot. Okay? Now, John Klein, Coach, each problem po discuss nyo din mamaya. Yung each problem lecture will be later tonight. Libre naman yon, so everyone will be able to tune in, hopefully, if the internet connection works out. So, hindi natin di-discuss ngayong afternoon. Mamayang gabi natin di-discuss with everyone else na nasa YouTube. Open show for everyone, okay? So, we'll talk about that later. So, okay na ba dito? Let's move along, ha? Let me just switch over. I'll just look for the next word. All right. Let's see. Yan. This question right here, ayan, nabuo na rin yung aking screen. Anyari, ba't naulit? Sorry wait lang Again, technical difficulties. All right, wait. Zoom in naman. Ayusin natin before we go. Wala pa rin. Okay. Alright. Can you hear me here? Mukhang gumagana naman na yung mic ko. Dito sa next device. Ayan. Better. I guess. Yon. Mas okay na. Kita na yung buong screen. Alright. Ito ratio rotation lang. I think most of you na master nyo naman na yung ratio rotation, no? Ito lang second question yung gusto ko i-point out. Tsaka I want you to try this kasi may iba pa rin naguguluhan. Ito lang muna tayo doon sa number 11. I'll go straight into solving this with you. Doon sa mga nagpo-post nung mga questions kung paano mag-solve ng ratio rotation. Honestly, guys, just go back to the video lesson. I think the video lesson is quite clear naman on what to do here. Itatapat mo lang siya. So, 12, katapat niya 84. So, 12, okay, equals, so 84 here. Tapos your 21, ang katapat niya yung x kasi ito yung nawawala. Okay, doon siya sa likod. Sila magkatapat. Tapos iikot mo lang siya. Now, again, we were talking, di ba? Kung ayaw ninyo na ganito, kasi mahirap yung 12 i-divide, pwede mong i-lowest terms. Now, yung lowest terms, i-divide ko lang both of them sa 3. Okay? Kasi pag divide ko siya sa 3, pwede. You have 4 to 7. Kasi that way, hopefully, ito hindi na masyadong problema. Kasi 84 divided by 4 is going to give you 21 times 7. And then 1 times 7, kasi di ba LDR, since multiplication naman sila, 1 times 7 na lang, last digit is 8. So the answer is letter C. Okay, so that's basically how fast you could get if you combine the techniques. Sama niyo yung LDR, sama niyo yung ratio rotation. Para yung kumaga mabilis na, mas bibilis pa. Pero again, if you solve long cut, 728 pa rin naman ang lalabas. So wala namang pagkakaiba doon. All right? Now, we're going to go into yung nasa baba. Okay? Yung nasa baba, here, why am I telling you this? Kasi notorious tong ganitong klaseng tanong na lumalabas sa exam. Bakit notorious? Kasi lagi lumalabas, lagi rin may nagtataka kasi bakit daw may letter dyan. Huwag kayong mag-alala doon sa letter dyan. Ang ibig sabihin lang yan, ang hinahanap ay kung ano man yung number na idadagdag ko sa 15 para lumabas yung number na nandyan dapat. So, wag niyo muna siya isipin, ha? Isusulat lang natin siya in ratio form. You have 90 over a plus 15 is equal to, ang katapat ng 90 na uuna is 75 over 55. Ganyan lang. Huwag niyo muna siya problemahin. Huwag niyo isipin yung a. Hindi siya malaking bagay. Okay? Relax lang tayo. Dito, pwede mo pa siya i-divide sa 5. Kung i-divide ko siya sa 5, this will be 11 sa ilalim. This will be 1, 5, 15. Okay? So, kung 15 yan, pwede ko na i-divide sa 90. Hindi na masyadong malaking problema. 90 divided by 15. Sabi natin, pag dalawang 15, 30. Ang 90 ay tatlong 30. So, that is going to be 3 times 2 or 6. 90 divided by 15 is 6. Okay? Now, 6 times 11 is 66. Now, yung 66 na yan, kailangan nating makuha yung a plus 15 dyan. So, again, ano ang number na pag dinagdag ko sa 15, lalabas 66? The answer to that will be 51. Kasi 51 plus 15 is 66. Okay? So, ganun lang siya. Hindi mo siya kailangan masyadong problemahin. Ay, sorry, mali pala yung options ko dito. Ate Ann. Ay, Clarissa, ha? Pasensya na. Paano ba yun? 7 times 7. Ay, wala sa options. Huwag niyo muna intindihin to. Typo lang yan, typo. Dito lang muna tayo, okay? Again, this is what I want you to focus on. Yung 66, ilalabas mo siya sa A plus 15. So, when you see a letter, kasi minsan nakalagay B plus 30, o kaya X plus 2, ganun, sa ilalim ng ratio, huwag kayong matatakot doon. Hindi nyo siya kailangan i-complicate. Ganyan lang yung gagawin nyo sa kanya. Now, bakit siya makakatulong? Let me show you, ha? Okay, again, please forgive me na lang here. Kalimutan nyo na yan. Typo yan probably. When I did that. Anyway, dito, Ang tendency kasi, kapag ginamit nyo yung cross multiplication, dun siya magiging complicated. Kasi ang magiging cross multiplication niya, 90 over a plus 15 is equal to, and then you have 75 over 55. So, pag cross multiply mo siya, magiging 90 times 55 is equal to 75 times a plus 15. Which is, honestly, pareho naman din yung magiging sagot kung gagawin mo siya. Kaya lang medyo complicated kasi 90 times 55 na nga. Tapos ito, ang magiging dito sa side ito, 75a plus and then 15 times 75 pa uli. So, lalaki ng lalaki yung number na dinidivide mo. Kaya ang suggestion ko, when you see ganito, wag nyo na i-cross multiply, i-ratio rotation nyo na lang. Okay? I-ratio rotation nyo na lang yan. Tapos, saka nyo i-solve yung a plus 15. Hindi nyo na kailangan i-long cut. Okay? Sabi ni Ate Ann, lowest terms po yung 75 and 55 by dividing it by 5. Yes, you can do that. But again, if you're dealing with algebra, ang magiging ano kasi dyan, diba, is 15 over 11. Pero komplikado pa rin kasi yung 90 times 15 is equal to, and then a plus 5 times 11. Medyo complicated pa rin. Kasi now you're going to have to multiply this. You're going to have to distribute this. So this is going to be 11a plus 55. So again, an entirely complicated scenario. So what do you do? Don't bother with the algebra. I-ratio rotation nyo na lang na parang x lang siya. Okay? Tapos pag naikot nyo na, di ba sabi natin na lalabas is 66. Yung 66 ngayon, gagawin ko na lang siya na a plus 15 is equal to 66. Ano bang number ang idadagdag ko sa 15 para maging 66? Okay? Yeah, malabo po yung pen ninyo. Actually, wala akong magagawa doon sa pen. Siya na yan. Sorry, alright. Screen capture. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, about the pen. That's it. Honestly, I'm trying to record my other lessons for you guys on a tablet para mas malaki yung pen. Pero for right now, that's what we have. Try ko i-scale. Subukan natin. Mhm. Lalong lumiit. Lakihan natin. Yeah, that's it. I think that's it. That's the best we can do for now. Ganyan na muna. All right. Anyway, so again, that's it. Basically, wag kayong mag-obsess about the ace here na parang kailangan ko siya i-solve in an algebra way. I-ratio nyo na lang, tsaka nyo i-solve yung tsaka nyo i-solve for yung A. Okay? I just want to point that out just in case magbalik yung ganyang klaseng tanong sa exam. Okay? Now, ito, one problem, three solutions, one answer. I just want to emphasize this again. Facing this type of problem, you have options. Iba-iba yung pwede nyong gawin. So, 69 is what percent of 300? Ang first option nyo is the traditional method, which is basically use algebra. So, 69 is equal to x times 300. This is the first option. So, divide mo both sides by 300 para ma-cancel to. The answer would be 69 over 300. Now, I know some of you comfortable kayo with decimals, so you can divide that. Okay? That is the first na option. Kung okay naman kayo, solid naman kayo sa division ninyo, pwede nyong idiretso na dyan. Divide nyo na lang. Now, the second option, okay, ang second option natin is this estimation na method. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Tatansyahin natin using yung percentage table. Di ba sabi natin kapag 50%, madali? Kasi 50% is just divided by 2. So what I could do would be just divide ko na lang sa 2. Okay? So ang 300, ang 50% niya is 150. Since ang 150 ay mas mababa sa kalahati, ang 69 ay mas mababa sa 150, the answer has to be lower than 50. So hindi na to pwede. 45 hindi din pwede kasi masyadong malaki kasi malapit na siya dapat sa 150, ang layo pa nito. And if you notice, if you divide this by 2, which will give you 25%, that is still 75. It's still lower than 75. Ngayon, pag dinivide ko ulit sa 2, which will give me 12%, okay, ano naman na siya? 37 na siya. So, masyado naman na siyang mas mababa. So, my answer would be letter A. Again, this is the estimation technique. So, second option. Kung ayaw ng traditional method, estimate. Now, there's a third option actually, which is yung ratio na method, which is, ito yung actually pinaka-concept na pinanggalingan ng technique ko on discounts and markups. What you could do would be, ang hinahanap mo ay 69. Okay, this is 69 over, this is the number side, this is the percentage side. Diba? Parang yung discounts natin. 69, this is 300. Ang 300 siya yung 100%. Hinahanap mo kung ano to, anong percent siya. Again, that's something that you can also do. Bakit? Kasi, if you notice here, is the smallest terms ko lang siya ha, 69 and 300. Pareho mo siyang i-divide sa 3. This will be 23 over 100. Eto, pwede ko nang ikutin. Kasi, 100 divided by 100 is 1 times 23. That will give me 23. So, again, pareho lang din yung sagot. So, tatlong options for one question. Hopefully, you find whatever works best for you. Find the kind of method na kung saan kayo mabilis para mas mabilis kayo sa actual na sagot. Alright? Yun ang goal natin really eh. Pabilisan talaga. Okay, now ratio word problems tayo. Let me just go through this. Okay. This is what I want you to understand. How do you differentiate between direct proportion and inverse proportion? Kasi alam ko, yung iba, naguguluhan pa rin sila dyan. Hindi nila alam, kailan ba coach siya inverse, kailan ba siya direct. Now, honestly, ang way for you to understand this or to figure it out is by using your imagination and your common sense. Ganun lang siya, yun lang talaga. Walang ibang way. Now, um, bakit gusto ko na ma-master ninyo to and to just use the ratio instead of using the formula? Kasi if you look through, kahit na i-google nyo lang yung proportion problems, okay, mas, ano ba, mas complicated if you find yung parang traditional method of, ano pa yan, yung may K ka pa, may ratio ka pa, may pag inverse na yung proportion, iba na yung formula. So, honestly, just imagine the situation. Let me give you an example, okay? So, we're talking about a house. Okay, so magtatayo ng bahay. You really have to know kung ano ba yung relationship nila. For example, when you talk about direct proportion, ibig sabihin nito, ay by the way, itong part ng discussion, I'll film this for a future video. Pero inuuna ko na sa inyo. Isang araw, meron kang isang karpintero, isang bahay. Ano ibig sabihin no? Isang doghouse. Yung sa loob ng isang araw, okay, this becomes your constant. Pareho lang yan. Isang araw, isang karpintero can build one doghouse. Okay? Bawat isang karpintero, isang doghouse. Pag nagdagdag ako ng karpintero, walang nagbago sa araw ha. Kung nagdagdag ako ng karpintero, may isang karpintero, makakagawa rin siya ng isa pang doghouse. Ibig sabihin, kung dumadami ang aking workers, dumadami rin ang kanyang product. Okay? But the time is the same. Okay. Again, common sense lang naman yun, di ba? For example, may project. Kailangan ninyo, kunyari, gumawa ng, ano ba, mga balloons. Okay, balloons. Eh, ang dami-daming balloons na kailangan gawin. What do you do? 'Di ba? Ay nakukulang ako sa time, di ko kaya mag-isa, magtatawag tayo ng tao para mas marami tayong magawang resulta, marami magawang produkto. So it's the same concept sa direct proportion. Kung yung isang side ay dumadami at dumadami rin yung isang side, again using common sense, then it's a direct proportion. So yung problems natin that look like this, yan, yan, yung mga ganyan, direct proportion yan. Kasi ibig sabihin, di ba, kung yung people at yung time, 'di ba? Kung tumarami ang people na sasakay sa isang roller coaster, ibig sabihin mas matagal din silang sasakay. Okay? So increase sa side na to, increase sa side na to, direct proportion ngayon siya. So ang solution mo would look like this. Okay? 62 people over, tapos hindi natin alam, x is equal to 10 minutes. This will be 120 minutes kasi 2 hours siya. Okay? This part I discussed naman in the video that you have. Hindi ko na tutuunan ng sobrang daming oras. Pero ganito yung itsura nung kanya ratio. Tapat-tapat siya. Okay? Kasi, again, pag dumami yung tao, dadami rin yung time. That's their relationship. It will only become an inverse proportion kapag baliktad na. So, let me give you an example. 'Di ba? Kanina ganito siya. Pag dumami yung tao, dadami rin yung produkto. Pero when we talk about this, so for example, isa naman ngayon ang bahay. Ang isang karpintero matatapos niya yung bahay sa loob ng 2 oras. 2 araw. Okay, kunyari lang. Hindi naman siguro bahay, siguro ano, kubo-kubo lang or baka shed lang, no? Or alam niyo yun, hugasan lang ng kamay, no? Hindi kasi pwede naman na bahay 2 araw. Pero kunyari lang, ha? So, if one carpenter can build the house in 2 days. Okay? At dinagdagan ko yung karpintero. So, kanina, isa. Ngayon, 2 na yung karpintero. Okay? Kung 2 yung karpintero ko, ano mangyayari sa dami ng oras? Again, kung mag-isa ako 2 araw. Pero kung may tutulong sa akin, bibilis kami. So, ibig sabihin, kung may tutulong sa akin, yung dating 2 araw, 1 araw na lang ngayon. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Ang relationship nila. Pansin nyo, kung nung nag-increase ako ng tao, bumaba yung time. Okay? Increase ka ng tao, bababa yung time. So, ibig sabihin dahil baliktad sila, isa pataas, isa pababa, inverse proportion siya ngayon. Okay? Now, I have a discussion on inverse proportion. I had that for you guys last year when I made that video for free naman for all. But I want to emphasize this point. The only difference is okay, if sa common sense dictates na pag dumami to, babawasan yung kabila. Doon mapasok yung inverse proportion. Kasi kung dagdag ako ng tao, hindi man pwede na mas tumagal kaming gagawa ng bahay, no? Bibilis kami kasi kaya kung kabilaan siya, inverse na siya. So example, this right here. So 2 questions for you. Number 1 question, direct ba to inverse? At kung ano yung sagot. So I want you to think on this. I'll give you time, okay? All right. Okay, so again ha, comment ninyo, post ninyo dun sa chat box, direct ba siya o inverse at saka kung ano yung sagot ninyo, okay? Alright, sabi ni Richard, Ate Ann, inverse daw, 18 days. So let's just wait for the others to participate. And Marika says 40.5. Let's see, ha? Again, ang skill naman that I want you to master ngayon, kaya I'm discussing this, is you have to know kung kailan siya inverse, kailan siya direct. Kasi magpapalit ang formula, depende sa kung alin ang alin. You have to swap things. Alright? So, inverse daw, 18 days. Let's see. Okay. Actually, you're right. So, inverse siya dapat. Bakit? Again, bawal po ang kabisote ha. Don't just think na, hindi kasi time ang nawawala, so direct siya. Or time kasi nawawala kasi inverse siya. It really depends on the question. So, 6 weavers, 6 na mga habi daw, take 27 days to finish a tapestry. How long would it take 9 weavers to finish one or the same type of work? So, again, kung we're talking about tao, tapos time or oras, kapag ako ay nakita yung 6 to 9, di ba? Nagdagdag ako ng tao, bibilis ba sila or babagal? Will take more or less time. Na dahil nagdagdag ako ng tao at babawasan ng time, 'di ba? Kasi again, may tutulong sa iyo. So yung dating 27, hindi na dapat siya mas mataas sa 27, dapat mas mababa na siya sa 27. So kung inverse siya, inverse din yung proportion na gagawin natin. So kung ito yung mga weavers, 6 weavers, dito magiging 9 weavers. Dati, yung 27, itatapat natin siya sa 6. Kung direct ito, the formula would be 6 over 9. Tapos dito natin lagi 27, ito magiging x. Pero dahil hindi siya direct, yung 27 ngayon, pwede mo ilipat sa baba. Hindi mo na siya pwede itapat sa 6. So, 27 days, ito magiging x natin. Okay? So, iikot ko lang siya. Pwede ko namang iikot. Hindi naman masyadong problema kahit hindi ko i-lowest terms. 27 divided by 9 is 3 times 6, which would give me 18 days. And again, most of you got it right. Inverse. Okay, inverse 18 days. Very good, guys. If hindi nyo siya nakuha, again, you have to visualize this. Visualize. Imagine natin kung totoong buhay yung sitwasyon. Okay, so kung ako pala yung gagawa nun, bibilis ba ako o babagal? You always have to keep asking yourself. Kasi again, ang ayokong mangyari po sa inyo sa exam is, basta kukunin ko yung number, tapos tatapat-tapat ko, tapos ikot ko, tapos na. Kasi paano kung nang-aasar yung gumawa ng tanong, di ba? Paano kung sasabihin niya, siguro maisip nila direkto. Silalagay niya rin yung option na mali. So, magiging problematic yun for us. Kasi ano na iba na yung sagot. So for example, kung dinirect proportion ko to, di-divide ko to sa 3, this will be 3, this will be 2. 27 divided by 2 is going to give me 13.5 times 3. So that would give me 39 plus 1.5, 40.5 days. So this is wrong. Bakit? Kasi 27 nga nung 6 sila eh. So dapat mas mataas yung resulta, dahil nagtaas ka ng dami ng workers, bababa ngayon yung sagot. Mas mababa siya dapat sa 27. Now, bakit din po ito makakatulong sa inyo? Kasi sa exam, for example, may options ka. A, B, C, D. Okay? Siyempre, yung isang option, kunyari, 27. Pero yung lahat ng ibang options, okay? Kunyari, again, alam natin, ang tamang sagot 18, no? Kunyari lang, 27. Ang options mo, 40.5. Tsaka meron kang, gawin natin, 30. Dahil just by thinking about it, alam ko na ang sagot dapat mas mababa sa 27. You can start eliminating options. Bakit? Kasi kung hinahanap mo mas mababa sa 27, hindi na pwedeng 27 sakto. Kasi kung 27 sakto, 6 lang yung nag-work. So, pwede ko na uli i-cancel. Matitira sa akin yung sagot, which is 18. That is just if you think well before you try to solve. Okay? So, again po, bakit ba ako passionate about this? Kasi, natatakot ako na now that you know some of these speed techniques, baka mamaya sa actual exam, medyo mas careless tayo. Parang, alam ko na yan. Ito, gagawin, ikot ko lang yan. Pero again, hindi siya laging ganon. You have to determine direct ba siya o inverse. Kailan ko gagamitin yung isa, kailan ko gagamitin yung kabila. Okay, now, let's try another one. Yan. Alright, so they answered B. Alright, sige. Quick question para sa mga may sagot na may mga pwede bang i-eliminate? Okay. So you said 20 na direct, 20 na direct. Let's see ha. Baka may mukhang kailangan natin to i-emphasize. Okay. Sige, tayo natin yung iba hindi pala masagot. So we're talking about again people tapos days. So they're building one house, right? Okay? So 24 na tao. Okay? Pag 24 na tao, 120 days. Anong ginawa natin na next? Sabi natin, how many days would 16 people take to do the same job? So, ano nangyari sa people? Nadagdagan ba siya o nabawasan? Okay, binawasan natin yung tao. So, tanong, kung babawasan ko yung dami ng tao, anong mangyayari? Anong epekto niya sa number of days? Okay, ha? Ulitin ko yun, ha? Kunyari, so isang project. Kunyari lang, ha? May group mates tayo. Kunyari, yung isang project kailangan, yung 10 tao, natatapos nila yon sa 100 days or 120 days. And kung babawasan ko yung dami ng tao, babagal ba kami o bibilis? Okay, ulitin natin yun ha. So, yung 24, naging 16. Bumaba yung dami ng tao. So, ano mangyayari sa number of days? Pag binawasan ko yung trabahante ko, dadami o kukonti yung dami ng days? Alright? So, again, may mga nabibiktima pa tayo dito ha. Siyempre, kung nagbawas ako ng trabahante, babagal yung trabaho, di ba? At kung babagal yung trabaho, it will take us more days. So, ibig sabihin, kung nagbawas ako sa tao, dapat tataas sa dami ng days or time. Dahil bumagal kami, it will take us more days to solve or to finish the project. So, this is actually inverse proportion. Okay? So, lahat po ng nag-direct, I'm sorry. Okay? We have to again rework this. Kaya gusto ko talaga i-emphasize to eh. If this is your takeaway for today, sulit na yung oras natin kasi kailangan nyo talaga ma-master to. Again ha, nagbawas ako ng tao, which means babagal ako. At dahil babagal ako, yung dami ng days na dating 120, nung 24 pa sila, dadami. Mag-i-increase. Mas more than 120 dapat ang sagot. So actually, you would need to eliminate this and this. Bakit? Kasi we're looking for a number that is higher than 120. Okay? So, ang magiging formula is 24 over 16. Okay? Is equal to, here, instead na yung 24 katapat na yung 120, lalagay natin ngayon yung 120 sa ilalim. This will be your x. So, di-divide lang natin sa 4 pareho kasi pwede siya. So, 16 divided by 4 is 4. 24 divided by 4 is 6, 12, 18, 24, 6. Okay, ito pwede ko lang iikot yan. 120 divided by 4 is 30 times 6. The answer is 180. Okay? So, yan. May nagkamali. So, ibig sabihin, we need more practice with this. We need more time with this. Yun lang po ang ibig sabihin yan. So, okay lang yan. I'll just put a note up on my notebook right here. Huwag kayong mahiya kung nagkamali ngayon kasi ang ibig sabihin lang nun, I will need to explain this further sa inyo. I will need more time to tell you more about this, to explain properly kung ano yung difference nila. Ibig sabihin lang, kailangan ko magdagdag pa ng maraming exercise for you. So, wait lang while I write this sa aking notes. Inverse proportion. Okay. Emphasize ko lang. So, I will just include this sa inyong future na learning experiences. Okay? So, ipipin lang natin yan muna. Sige nga, ito. Tingnan natin. One more. All right. So again, ang question would be direct ba siya or inverse? And kung ano yung tamang sagot. Okay? Yun yung parang two key na ano natin yan. Two key questions. All right. So sabi ni Richard inverse and his answer is B. Let's wait for the others. All right. So B ang answer. Tingnan natin if you guys got that right. So 27 people daw take 126 days. Oops. To build the tower. So again, ito people, tapos days. How many days would 9 people take to do the same job? So again, yung tao, nabawasan. Ano magiging epekto niya sa days? Okay, nagbawas ako ng tao, which means babagal ako. So yung dating 126, dapat mas mataas. Okay? Yung 126 days dati, dahil 27 sila, binawasan ko yung tao, babagal sila, so dapat mas mahigit sa 126 ang sagot. Kasi yung number of days, kapag nagbawasan ko ng tao, the number of days it will take them will increase. So dahil kabilaan to, this will be an inverse proportion. Tanggal na tong dalawa. Bakit? Kasi the answer has to be higher than 126. So imagine niyo, paano kung kunyari, 'di ba, sa options, isa lang ang mataas sa 126. Hindi pa tayo nagso-solve. Pwedeng may isa lang na matira, yun na agad ang sagot. Okay, now dahil dalawa sila, doon tayo ano ngayon, parang mafo-force tayo to check. So 27 over 9, Yung 27, ang katapat niya originally is 126. Kaya lang dahil inverse, ibababa natin siya. 126. Dito natin lalagay yung x. Okay? So again, you can ikutin na lang natin. Pwede na rin. 27 divided by 9 is 3 times 126. So again, 3 times 6 is 18. Last digit rule, 8. The answer is letter B. Okay? So most of you already got that right. So we're chugging along. We'll do this. Don't worry, I already wrote it sa aking notes. Inverse proportion. Ibangan nyo na lang. I'll include a brand new online learning experience for this. I'll send you the links. Okay, I'll show you that soon. Abangan na lang natin. So it's really good that I got to do this with you kasi dito ko malalaman kung alin mga topics pa yung kailangan natin dagdagan ng oras. Okay? So let me just lock this. I'll walk you through some of the... There you go. It's okay. Mary Lisa, paano po malalaman kung inverse? Mahaba yung discussion ko already. I won't repeat it anymore just so we can cover more ground. Mapopost naman itong link dito sa recorded na live stream. I-share ko na lang sa group just in case na late kayo ng dating, may na-miss kayo or may katulad niya na walang daw ng connection si Mary Lisa. Ang gagawin mo na lang, panoorin mo na lang later. Okay? Pag na-upload siya, you can go i-skim mo na lang kung na may mga parts ka na napanood. Balikan mo na lang, okay? So again, this is another example. Always ask yourself, ay proportion question to definitely. Pero ano ba siya, direct or inverse, okay? So try to solve both of them, 13 and 14, okay? I'll just step out for a bit. Okay? I'll give you a few minutes. All right, so Richard has an answer. Hintayin natin yung iba. Let's just take a few minutes. Alright? Ayan, wait lang. Let me just read something Richard wrote. This is very important. Sabi niya, kapwa ako batchmate, dapat tayo mag-participate, wag matakot magkamali. Nagkamali man tayo sa actual exam, alam na natin kung paano itama pagkakamali natin. God bless. Yes, that's right. That's very right. Honestly, guys, I'm glad dun sa lahat ng mga tao na nagko-comment or nagpo-post ng questions, nagpapakita ng kanilang solution sa group natin, specifically sa secret group. Kasi um, we don't say this so much in real life, but I do feel that we need to talk about it. I want you to understand this. It's a very important thing to know in life in general. Kadalasan kasi, and I'm hoping to make this a Sunday motivation video soon, pero sabihin ko na sa inyo, I feel this is the perfect time for this. Um, Most of the time, when we make mistakes, we hate ourselves, parang naawat tayo sa sarili natin or naiinis tayo sa sarili natin. Ayaw nating binabalikan yung pagkakamali natin, di ba? For example, let's take siguro as an example, parang breakup. Okay? Kunyari, may breakup na nangyari, naghiwalay kayo ng ex mo. Some of us, ang tendency natin is, hindi natin iniisip, parang bahala na siya, parang gano'n. Ayoko na, tama na, tapos na yon. Tapos move on na tayo sa kasunod. And the problem with that kind of thinking is, you lose the opportunity to learn from your mistakes. Okay? So it's the same for math, honestly. So one of the key things, and I'll discuss this din do sa upcoming video na how do you get better, how to get better at math. One of the important things na kailangan yung gawin in order for you to be really good at math is for you to go back to your solution and see saan bang bahagi ako nagkamali or saan bang bahagi ako kadalasan nagkakamali. For example, dito sa problem na to na inverse and direct proportion, saan ba ako kadalasan naguguluhan? Kasi kapag binalikan natin yung mali nating sagot, yung answers natin, solution, kaya nga 'di ba sinasabi ko sa inyo, i-post nyo yung solution ninyo kahit mali yung sagot ninyo or hindi nyo makuha, just try it. Just write something. Okay, ano makikita natin? Kasi kung kunyari sa ratio rotation, nakita natin, ay, kaya ka pala mali kasi hindi mo siya na lowest terms or nagkamali ka sa division, 'di ba? When you see na doon yung tendency natin na doon tayo kadalasan nagkakamali, iingatan mo ngayon, next time you will be more careful when you're facing that type of problem. So that's why it's very important for you to participate and to send your questions, send your solutions para kahit kami matutulungan namin kayo. Ay, ito pala yung nawaglit mo mag-carry or nawaglit mo na i-lowest terms to. Or nabaliktad mo siya, inverse siya, dapat hindi siya direct. So that is really that's really part of the process. Don't be ashamed. We won't laugh at you if you get it wrong. We won't bully you. Ano lang tayo talaga, open lang tayo to learning. Okay? So sabi ni Lori Boy, ako nga, ayoko talaga ng math, pero kailangan ko matuto para pumasa sa exam. Yes, kailangan matuto para pumasa. So, we'll go back to the screen. Okay? Alright, Aja, let's do this. A car can travel 22 kilometers in 15 minutes. So, tingnan natin. Sana wala akong typo this time. 22 kilometers in 15 minutes. Ay, baliktad. Sorry. Alright, ulit. 22 kilometers. Laki natin yung sulat para mas makita, hopefully. 22 kilometers, 15 minutes. How many kilometers can travel in 2 hours? So again, we're talking about distance. So, kung dumami ang time ko, right? Ang tapatan kasi ito ay distance tsaka time. Kung tumaas or dumami ang oras na binigay ko sa isang taong tumatakbo, yung distance niya bababa o tataas? Now, the answer there would be tataas, right? Kasi the more time you have, tumatakbo ka, mas malayo yung mararating mo. So again, dapat dire-diretso tayo pataas, pataas. So this is a direct proportion. Ibig sabihin yung 22, itatapat na ngayon natin sa 15 minutes. 22 over, tas hindi natin alam kung ilang kilometers, pero ito 2 hours, and 2 hours equal yan sa 120 minutes. So this becomes your solution. Okay? So, tingnan natin. Ano to guys ha, again, I just drafted this really quickly. Makakayo yung tama, hindi ako, no? Baka mali ako ng pace ng mga questions dito. So, forgive me if that ever happens. So, 120 na lang divided by 15. Again, sabi natin, ang 60 ay 4 na 15. So, that is basically 8. So, gagawin na natin, i-multiply lang natin siya by 22. So, 8 times 22, is 8 times 6, 8 times 2 is 16. So again, last digit rule, this should be 176. Okay, 22 times 6. Okay? 22 times 8 pala. 22 times 8. So, 16, 16, 7, 1, 7, 6. So, the answer is letter A. Okay? So, again, we're looking for direct proportion. Bakit? Kasi tumaas siya na tumaas. Now, here's another clue. Eh, sa options naman, lahat ng sagot, di ba, mas marami sa 22. So, kung mas marami lahat siya sa 22, matik yun. Direct na yan. So, just something to think of pagdating sa actual exam. Okay, now, let's move dun sa kasunod. 36 people can fit in a roller coaster per trip. If each trip takes 10 minutes, how many people can it cater to in 3.5 hours? So again, yung tao, ang ratio natin dito ay tao to the time. Ngayon, kapag ako ay nagdagdag ng time, nag-increase ng time sa roller coaster, ang tao na maisasakay ko, dadami ba o kukonti? Oh, the answer there would be the dami, right? Kasi the more time I have, mas marami ang pwedeng makasakay sa roller coaster. Kung maikli lang yung time, puputulin ko yung ride, onti lang makakasakay. So this is also a direct proportion. So, ang ratio natin becomes 36 people, 10 minutes, tapos ito ay 3.5 hours, so 6, 12, 18, 180 na hours, yung 3 hours, tas kalahating oras, which is 30, so 210 minutes. Okay? So, ikot lang natin. Again, pwede naman ng diretsyo. So, 210 divided by 10 is 21 times 36. So, last digit rule, 6 times 1 is 6. So, dito tayo sa 756, letter C. Alright, so I guess lahat naman tama. So we can move along. So what I'm going to try to do is to include quiz especially for you guys, or I'll think on it, baka gawin ko na ring free for everyone, na nakahalo yung direct proportion tsaka inverse proportion. Susubukan ko gawin yon para parang kunyari 1 point if you know kung direct siya or inverse, tapos another point for the actual answer. That way, mas mapapractice kayo na to determine kung alin yung direct tsaka ano yung inverse. Okay? So, we'll have more discussions naman on this soon. Let's just bear with me. Ano muna natin siya, itabi muna natin siya for today. So, ninote ko na, inverse and direct proportion, kailangan ng more time. Alright, now, discounts. Ayan, so kabalik lang. Yeah, I have to move from here to Bonnie later, so I will need to end this at 4 p.m. Pero I want to discuss something na baka hindi kayo masyadong komportable pa, or hindi ko masyadong na-discuss in my lecture, which is yung when it comes to discounts and markups na ang nawawala ay yung percent. Okay? Kasi I think I already discussed this before. Pero baka naguguluhan kayo. Kasi ito yung let me show you my screen. All right. So ito yung nakasanayan nating mga tanong when it comes to discounts. Pero in the past year, people have been asking me paano daw kung yung percent na discount ang nawawala. Kasi ang binigay ay yung original at saka um, yung new na price, pero hindi binigay yung percent na discount. Okay, ito right here, I know you're familiar with that already. Okay, wait lang. Yeah, I know you're familiar with that already. Ito yung part that I want to ask you guys. Do you want me to elaborate on this? Okay, basically ang diferensya nito dun sa usual questions that I post on discounts is, 'di ba, ang hinahanap dito sa ganitong klaseng tanong is either the original price or the discounted price. In the other problem, ang hinahanap is ano yung rate ng discount. Okay? So let me walk you through that. Let me just drum up a problem for you guys. So for example, let's do. Okay, wait lang ha, napuputol yung aking connection, no. Let me just fix that a little bit. Hold on.
past 3 years, this has been my life. You, this team, has been my life. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for the memories, the laughter, the tears, the sleepless nights, and the long days. All the things I had to do, and all the things you did with me. Thank you for your love, your support, your faith. Your prayers give me strength. Your stories give me hope. Your perseverance gives me courage. It started as one sloppy video made by a nobody, turned into a beautiful community, an odd family that loves learning. And now 3 years in, I can say, like Esther from the Bible, I have been called for such a time as this, for you, all of you.
Hi everyone, meet Team Laika Naga, Team Laika Tacloban, Team Laika Manila,
Girls only. Boys.
meet Team Laika Iloilo, Pampanga, Ilocos, Metro Manila, Batch 1, Batch 2, Iloilo, Antique, PNPA, Aklan, Baguio, nanginginig pa, PSWD and Super. Kaya yun. Team Laika Dumaguete, Camindabao, Team Laika Metro Manila Batch 8, Team Laika UCC,
And when that time ends, I'll still say that all of this.
All right. Let's try to discuss this. Again, ano ba? I think I covered this in a lesson separately, pero I'll just show you first para ma-warm up tayo, no? So sabi dito, by how much did the price increase if the original price is 1,500 and the new price is 1,950? Okay? Now, yung technique dito na discounts and markups with ratio rotation, tinatapat lang natin, di ba? Review lang natin. So we have the peso side and we have the percentage side. Tapos tapat-tapat lang siya, no? Sabi natin, pwedeng original price over NP or new price over OP, it doesn't matter. Pero ang constant dyan is that the original price or the full price is always 100%. So, dun sa tanong sabi, the original price is 1,500. So, dito ko lalagay sa taas yung 1,500. Now, the new price is 1950. So, new price, tatapat ko rin sa ilalim, 1950. Now, ito dito, hindi natin alam, kasi hindi natin alam kung ano yung nangyari doon sa problem. Hindi natin alam kung ano yung nangyari doon sa percentage, kung nagbago ba siya. So, this becomes your X. Now, kung may options siya, you can start eliminating just by looking at it kasi yung dating 1,500 naging 1,950. Ibig sabihin, the answer has to be higher, nagdagdag. Okay? Hindi pwedeng mababa. So, that's something that you can do. You can also use trial and error. Now, paano kung dikit-dikit sila? You really have to solve it. That's the time that this will come in handy. Knowing yung ratio rotation natin will come in handy. Tingnan natin. Okay. Iikot ko lang siya. So, smallest terms ko muna tong side na to. Pareho naman silang divisible sa 10. Sorry, 10. Tinanggal ko lang yung isang 0. Okay, nawala na siya. 150 na lang. Pareho siyang divisible sa 5. So, di-divide ko siya sa 5. This will give me 30 sa taas. Dito sa ilalim. This will be, kasi dahil 5, so it's going to give me 3, 9. So, 39 is equal to 100 over x. So, again, medyo mahirap pa rin i-divide yung 30, no? So, i-ano ko lang to. I-divide ko lang siya sa 3 pareho. This will be 10 over 13. Now, this time, I can relate this na. So, 100 divided by 10 is going to give me 10 times 13, which will give me 130. Now, hindi pa po 130% ang sagot. Okay? Kasi ang tanong, by how much? Ibig sabihin, i-ano pa natin siya, i-check pa natin siya. Yung dating 100, naging 130 na ngayon. So, tanong, by how much did the price increase? Ulitin natin yun, ha? Yung dating 100, 'Di ba? Ginawa nating 130. So, ilan ang dinagdag ko? That is plus 30%. The answer actually is 30%. Okay? So, not necessarily 130, the answer is 30%. Kasi by how much? Ibig sabihin, gaano karami yung dinagdag ko para lumabas yung bagong sagot. Now, bakit 30 lang at hindi 130 ang sagot? Di ba? Kasi ang ginagawa natin is yung number sa ilalim, nakukuha natin yan by adding or subtracting kung magkano yung percent na discount or minark up mo. So, ibig sabihin yung difference nila ang nagmamatter. So, dahil yung 100 ay naging 130, ibig sabihin nagdagdag ka ng 30%. Okay? So, the answer would be 30% ang minark up nung sagot. That way, this is just all of these things that we do, we are trying to avoid yung formula. Kasi kung hindi, ang answer mo would be 1950 is equal to, and then you have your 1,500, okay, plus 1,500 times x. So, yan yung magiging formula. So, again, kung ayaw nyo nito, this would be the alternative. That is how you do yung ratio notation sa discounts and markups kung ang nawawala ay yung percentage ng discount or minarkup. Okay? Now that you know that, again, tapat-tapat lang ginagawa natin, tas a little bit of analysis kung ano ang difference nila. I'll have you try this question right here. So, iba siya, same format, pero I want you to do it by yourself. Okay? So, by how much did the price decrease if the original price is 750 and the new price is 600? Okay? I'll give you time. Just try it out first. Again, guys, comment nyo yung sagot ninyo kung may sagot na kayo ha, para alam ko kung i-discuss ko na yung tamang sagot. Alright? Okay, so you said 20%. Let's just solve it together. Alright? So again, you can use the formula. Kung mag-formula po tayo, that will be 600 is equal to, and then 750. Tapos dahil nabawasan, that will be minus, and then 750 times x. That can be your solution. Now, using our idea, okay, gagawin lang natin tapat-tapat. So, we have, again, peso side, percentage side, OP, NP. So, original price is 750 pesos. This is 100%. So, 100 yan. Sa ilalim, ang new price is 600. Ito ngayon, hindi natin alam. Okay? So, again, same thing as before. Lowest terms lang natin. Cancel natin to 0. Pwede siya pareho sa 5. So, this will be 15. Okay? This will be, kung 5, that will be 12. Okay, pwede pa uli. Okay, sa 3, this will give me 5, this will give me 4. So, ikot ko lang siya. So, 100 divided by 5 is 20 times 4, that is 80. Now, again, hindi 80% ang sagot. May isa pa tayong step which is yung dating 100 naging 80. So, para maging ganyan yan, nag-minus tayo ng 20. So, ibig sabihin the answer is 20%. So, very good. Great job. Richard, Ate Ann, si Ethel, si Mary Ann. Great job. 20%. Okay, so again, I hope you're getting this. Um, tamang pwestuhan, tapatan lang, so you can get to the correct answer. Yun ang pinaka goal natin dyan. Okay? So if you know yung concept when it comes to prices, sa kabilang side lang yung percentage. Alright? I hope medyo malinaw naman yun for you guys. Nakuha nyo na sana kung ano yung concept. And again, this is just the first part. Yeah, this is just going to be the first part ng ating parang series ng mga live stream na exclusive for you guys. We'll have more. We'll cover the rest of the topics that I want to talk to you about in the next one. We'll just wait for another opportunity. So probably weekend, if we have a weekend na free, ibig sabihin wala akong turo, we'll do that. I have a few coming up. I'll let you know. I'll have you choose kung kailan. And then we'll do it then. So actually this weekend I may be free. This weekend we'll see if we can do one more there. Tapos in a few more days. So I'll announce na lang kung kailangan natin pa isingit yung the rest. But again, the rest of the problems naman we will cover kung hindi pa natin nako-cover or we already covered naman in the other exercises. I just want to spot kung aling parts yung talagang medyo okay, marami silang naguguluhan dito. Dito ako magfo-focus. Yun yung pinaka-goal. Alright? So hopefully nag-enjoy, natuto kayo ngayon. And again, I'm going to end this na kasi it's already 4 p.m. Tonight, if you have time, I'll see you tonight for the age problems na discussion with everyone else sa Team Laika. So I hope makapag-participate kayo ng mas makapag-participate kayo ng mas mabilis or mas magaling kayo mamayang gabi sa age problems kasi part kayo ng online review program. But if not, it's just a preview. Actually, yung age problems hindi pa natin i-discuss sa online review. I-discuss natin yan later, week 6 if I'm not mistaken. So, kung hindi siya makukuha tonight, you still will have that access next in a few weeks dun sa proper na online learning experience natin for age problems. Okay? And again, i-record din naman natin later, yung later para mapanood nyo siya if in case you want to watch it again in the future. Pero special lang na kasi mahaba siya na discussion. We will take maybe 1 or 2 hours tonight for that. All right. So thanks guys. What time tonight? I'm going to be packing my things kasi po I'll stay there for a few days. Alis ako dito sa bahay siguro around 5. Hopefully I get there mga around 8 or 9 makakapag-start tayo for the lesson tonight or for the lecture tonight. Okay? So I'll see you then. I-share ko yung link to that tonight dun sa page natin, sa Team Laika Civil Service Review na page, dun sa libreng page. And then I'll probably share it then dun sa secret group natin. Alright, so I'll see you then. I'll see you tonight. And that's it muna. Use this time from now until later to rest or to answer your online learning experiences. Yung mga na-post ko na. I just also want to clarify pala, yung mga bagong posts sa online na do sa website natin kasi some of you sent, let me show you what I'm talking about, okay? Some of you were having trouble with alerts na napapadala automatically. Explain ko na rin sa inyo while I have you here. May nag-send kasi sa akin. Saan yun? Ito. Alright. Let me just show you that first. Okay. So, this one right here, sabi ni Krisha Lalangan. Coach, good evening po. Ano po password? Ito yung mga ganito. Okay, some of you didn't get it. So sabi nga ni April, yan, wala pa ako na-receive na email again about equalities and inequalities. The reason for that is kasi yung website, which is yung teamlaika.com, kapag nag-subscribe kayo to the website, magkakaroon kayo ng, masasama kayo sa email list. So automatic, every time I work on a post dun sa website, bigla nagkakaroon sila ng update na ganyan. So redundancy error exercise yan. Nagkaka-update na may bago akong sinend na bago akong pinost. Kahit draft lang, pinost ko siya sa website, bigla siyang nagsisend na automatic na ganito. Okay, but I did not send this. This is not part of your online review program. Kasi nakikita nyo, if it's part of the official list of emails, may number, di ba? Ang start natin is email number 1 or email number 2, email number 6. Kapag ganun yung title ng email, ibig sabihin ako yung personally nag-send nung link sa inyo. Ito automatic to. Kasi ayan, nakalagay, alert for a new post. Yan, new post. You don't need this actually kasi I will send you the links to these soon. Inuna ko lang kasi siyang ginawa, hindi ko pa siya natatapos. Tapos, I'm adding more. Di ba sabi ko sa email this week, sabi ko, I'll add more exercises for this week. That is what I meant by that. So, I'll add more exercises this week. Isa-send ko rin sa inyo in a separate email. So, yung susunod na email natin, probably email number 8, I will send you more online learning experiences. So, don't worry about this. Wala kayong mamimiss. Ang abangan nyo lang is yung official emails. And I usually, I post something like this, yung hi team, I just sent email number, whatever. So, pag nag-post ako dyan and then I ask kung nakuha nyo na yung email, that's the time that you will find out if may nami-miss kayo or wala. So, anything like that, we don't need. Okay, so I'll also go through this. Hopefully next time, I will also post yung recorded na version ng explainer for the questions that you had trouble with. Yung mga problema po about the investment problems, I posted the link to ito, pakihana po itong post na to, investment and interests, word problems, estimation technique. Please watch this. Medyo mahaba yung discussion, pero kasi pinakita ko dyan kung paano mo huhulaan kung ano yung sagot, paano mag-estimation, paano mag-fill in the blanks, para hindi na tayo gumamit ng algebra. So please watch this if you haven't yet to hopefully help you with this type of problem. All right? So some things lang that you can work on while I move away and while I travel para tonight I can go straight into the each problems. All right? Thanks guys. Thanks for your time. I'll talk to you soon. Okay? Sige. I'll say bye-bye muna for now and I'll see you then. Okay? I'll see you tonight or in the next online review session. All right? So just feel free to post your questions online. That's a group natin. Again, if you have any requests, may hindi ako na email or may hindi kayo natanggap, go straight to the secret group ha. Secret group talaga kasi mas mabilis akong makakapag-respond sa inyo through that versus kung isa-send nyo sa page. Kasi yung page minsan, yung assistant ko yung nagsasagot, tapos i-forward niya pa sa akin. So, kung gusto nyo na mas mabilis response sa secret group. Alright? Thanks guys. Thank you Richard ha. Ang sweet nung sinabi ni Richard kanina eh. Sabi niya, thank you daw for your time. Thank you then guys for your time and thank you for joining the program really. Last week we paid for the kasi may bayad yung website. We paid for the website. So it's really you guys who joined the online program who pay for the website and the maintenance of the website. Kaya I'm able to add more. So thank you guys and that's it. I'll see you soon. Okay? God bless guys. Never stop learning. Aja, aja. Kain yan. Never stop learning. Bye for